All right.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi.
How is Uganda?
Uganda. Okay. Well. Okay. So we are going to discuss about the culture differences from the U.S. to Uganda,
Yeah.
and Fred's going to ask me questions about what I thought about culture, just on specific things that we noticed were different.
There we go.
Yeah.
What did you think before you came to Uganda?
What did I expect?
Yeah.
Well, I expected that, well, time would not be as important. It would be very slow. I expected there would be animals everywhere,
Animals everywhere.
and that the roads would be bumpy.
Okay.
Yes, that's some things I expected.
Okay. Now here you come at the airport.
There you go.
How was it?
It was good.
Uh-huh.
Kind of the report.
Can you tell someone how was your reaction? How was how were you received at the airport?
The airport, well, when I landed, I got off the airplane and went outside, and then went inside the building for immigration, and then I arrived, and actually none of my luggage was here.
Luggage is right here.
Yeah, none of my luggage were here.
How did you deal with the airport? Someone you hire taxi, you hire for the hotel, to walk. How was it?
Well, in the U.S., my mom drove me to the airport, but no, we don't have bodas or we have taxis in the U.S. We do have taxis, but they're way different from the taxis here in Uganda.
That was in US. What about from the airport, from Entebbe airport?
For the Entebbe airport, do they have taxis there? Well, you have your own personal. No, do you?
Yeah.
You have your own taxis. You can get an Uber.
How did you live there?
I left with a taxi.
As an accent. How was? Tell us the experience with the taxi from Uganda.
Well, this taxi driver was like a personal friend of Fred's, so it was really nice. He had a nice vehicle. It was more personable. It was just me and Fred and him, and it was very nice. But if you went downtown and got into the huge taxi, big van that has anyone can be in that taxi, and they stop at many stops,
Okay.
and people are paying cash once they get off and on the taxi. They get
Yeah.
off the taxi.
That was your first experience? You had never seen such taxis?
I have not ever seen a taxi that way. Normally, taxis in the U.S. are personable. Like, you get your own taxi for your family, unless if you are going on a subway or train or bus in the U.S.
Okay, so I think here we have such taxis too, where you have to order the taxi to come for you from your place. We have that, but we also have the public means, like the one you saw where it carries 14 people and goes on stopping from stage to stage. People either to enter or to get out. That's how Uganda is, and we enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you use? How was you using those taxis? The public one.
Using the public one?
Uh-huh.
Well, the public one, I would. Not a lot of people use it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a population that use it, but most people drive their own vehicle in the U.S.
In years.
That's
Then, yes, how is Uganda?
How motorcycles that they ride. They take people on. They transfer people on a boda boda. You get on a boda boda and you tell them to go to the place you want to go. And these boda bodas go in and out of traffic, weaving through vehicles that are there, and they could be going head on each other like this.
Okay.
And they're continually going.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very crazy. I would say boda boda is very risky. It is kind of fun. It is fun, but risky. And you can definitely get in an accident easily.
That's how it is.
Yep.
What about deep combat?
Deep Kampala?
Yeah.
Oh,
Downtown.
downtown. Oh, downtown.
Of course, when we talk about downtown, I feel like in US you also have those downtowns.
Yes.
Compared to downtown Kampala, downtown
Colorado. Okay. Well, downtown Kampala is very, very crowded. Most people are walking around, unless if you have a boda boda trying to drive through it. When they're not really supposed to, but they're still driving through it. It is very easy to get your phone or anything stolen in that crowd. But you are very, very, very close. And in Colorado, in downtown, it's a little bit different because we have streets and we have stop signs and we have lights. And people have to stop at the stop sign and wait for people to cross and wait for the green to go, yellow slowing down, red to stop. And we have to follow it. Otherwise, we get tickets. And we don't want to get a ticket.
That's when you are driving.
Yeah, when people are driving in Colorado.
Okay.
So people are still can get crowded if there's a main event like a Rockies game or a Broncos game or a Nuggets game. There can be a crowded, kind of like Kampala. But the streets and that are still fairly open, because they have to follow the traffic lights. But here, in Kampala and Uganda, you don't follow any of the traffic lights. They just ignore them.
They just ignore them.
Yep, and they keep going. And even if you need to cross the street, you don't wait for them to stop. You just literally walk out in front of it. Otherwise, they won't ever stop.
Tell us about the foods.
The foods in Uganda. Well, I've had cassava. Cassava.
What does it mean?
Well, I know it's fruit, but cassava is not as popular in the U.S.
Okay.
But you can find it if you go to like an international market. So you can get, so I've had cassava. It's kind of like this, not a lot of a taste, kind of like a potato. But it's good. Normally they have cassava with beans.
Cassava with beans.
With beans. And then katoga.
How was that?
It was good. It was really good.
Very good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay, those are some. What was your favorite?
What was my favorite
When
food?
you-
My favorite food is fried fish. Fried fish. And I mean, they do have, for the people who really like spicy, they do have chili oil here. But most people and most of the foods here are not a whole lot of spice. You can add salt, but not a lot of people like spice, I guess. There's a good, I don't like spice.
Tell us how the difference between people in US and people in Uganda. How do people behave culturally? greeting.
Greeting?
Yeah.
Well, in the U.S., we will like wave at each other and greet each other, and wave a hand to like a stranger, maybe like people we don't know completely. We will wave, but if you are, but with some cultures, you have to, the women have to kneel down to the man, to the men and greeting each other.
In US, women can kneel down.
What?
In the US.
In the
Don't
U.S.
kneel down? Don't kneel down?
You don't kneel down. No, it is not common to kneel down, unless if you, I guess if you're going to a king or queen.
Okay.
But we don't really have any king or queens in the U.S.
You don't. So kneeling down was a new thing to you.
Yes.
But what about children? Like children, they are greeting elders. Because here, if a child is greeting someone older than, more especially girl child, they have to kneel down.
They have to kneel down.
As a sign of respect.
Okay.
Then what about the US?
We normally shake hands.
Shake hand
Yep, we shake hands.
with this little guy.
Yep, you shake hands.
Okay.
Or a hug. We mainly shake hands.
Okay. Currency.
Currency? Okay, so the
What's the difference? Currency not this stuff as much. How do you see that spending?
well, everyone here in Uganda makes a dollar a day. Our dollar in the U.S. a day, which is like 3,500 shillings. And which that's not a whole lot of money, but that's about how much someone makes a day. So I guess I would say from being someone from the US, yes, the US dollar takes you a lot farther here in Uganda. But the currency, is way different. And that's why most people who say Mabunzu and think of a white rich person, we are richer than them by the currency, naturally. And that's why they think that. That's why they say that.
How do you feel when people were shouting, talking with you?
Mzungu.
Do you feel like insulting you? Do you feel frightened? How do you perceive that?
I personally really like being called Mzungu, but if I was downtown Kampala, they can definitely point out Mzungu, but they have a lot more different looks at you. That's maybe not very kind or very nice, but more judgy. And so that can be a little bit harder to receive. But overall, I like being called Mzungu.
Okay. Preparing food.
Preparing food.
In the US, I know you can prepare me 15 minutes.
Yeah.
How is it in Uganda?
Well, Uganda, it takes probably 3 to 4 hours. The cooking style here, not everyone is able to have electricity, or even if you do have electricity, the electricity goes out every day, or it can go off every day for some hours. And so it's a lot harder to cook when electricity sometimes just goes out. So many people actually have firewood in a fire pit and an oven that uses firewood definitely takes a lot of time to cook. A lot more time. And not only that, I would say a lot of people here eat organically. They go to the market, they pick up tomatoes, they can pick up eggplant, they can pick up eggs, they can pick up anything that they would like, and then go home and wash it and fix it, and then eat it. But that's why it takes 3 to 4 hours to cook food.
In Uganda, mostly cooking is for women and girl children. What about when it comes to US?
In the U.S., a lot of women do cook at the home. That does happen, but there is mostly a mixture that men and women cook, or each or a child will cook independently and cook their own food. So yeah, normally it isn't just the woman who does the housework. They'll have their husband that cooks food in the home.
Did you like how Ugandans treat women, children? Did you like how these two, like in a family, how they are behaving? Dad is superior, the mom should be under the dad, the children are under them, boy child is above the girl child. Did you like that?
Did I like that? I liked it a little bit. I think it, but I also think there's some biblical meaning, but then it can also be evil and degraded, like evil and not very uplifting towards the women. So some of the women are actually meant to sit on the floor while the men sit in the chair. And that's culture because of the superiority. So that I don't really like, but that's because in the U.S. women don't sit on the floor. We don't really sit on the floor. We all sit in chairs or on a couch. It's all, I guess that part is equal and not really looked at. So that's really different.
Can you please tell us how the trip was?
How the trip was?
I'm to ask you about the trip. How was it?
How was it?
Yeah.
Well, the Sudan trip has been fun. It's been amazing. I've enjoyed seeing the animals. They have a lot of chickens, cows, goats all over the roads.
Not only on the plains, but chicken also on the roads.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the roads are.
Okay.
There's a lot of chickens everywhere. They're very common. You can see cows. But yeah, it's just a lot of families raise these animals. Wow. A lot of families raise these animals so that they can make a living and also have food that they can live off of daily. Yeah, many families are basically almost independent or trying to be independent with their living and make it and eat it. So that is how Uganda is, but it's been fun. It's been a really great time.
Okay. So thank you for enjoying it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
How to say?